If you've ever daydreamed about getting teleported to a new world where you're surrounded by amazing ladies, today's your lucky day. We're diving into the top 5 Isekai Harem anime that'll totally blow your mind. So grab a snack and let's get into the good stuff. Number 5, Tsukimi, Moonlit Fantasy. This is your typical isekai anime with a great execution. Getting visited by a god named Tsukuyomi, knowing that you're now supposed to go to another world, getting rejected by the goddess of the world just because you're ugly, Misumi Makoto had to face all of that. But instead of being sent home, he's banished to a desolate wilderness with absolutely nothing. But wait a minute. Even though he was stripped of his ability to talk to humans, he was granted incredible powers by the very god, to whom we were introduced in the beginning. Now coming into the harem aspect. While Makoto isn't necessarily interested in any of the female cast romantically, the same can't be said about the latter. We have Tomoe, a literal dragon, Mio, a giant spider, Ima, an orc, and many more. Even though the animation for the most part was a bit better than average for the show, the actual story and characters more than makes up for it. You would probably go into it expecting something dumb, but instead, you'll be getting a pretty good isekai. Number 4, Trapped in a Dating Sim. After countless days of grinding, our MC had finally completed an Otomi game. What did it cost? Sleep and sanity. Our MC falls off some stairs and just dies. Fortunately, or maybe not, he was reincarnated into the very same game which he was playing all day. And here starts the journey of Leonfu Bartfor after being trapped in a dating sim, not as a main character, but as a mob character. Since Leon knew how the story would progress, he decided to follow through. Surprisingly, instead of the girl who was supposed to be the female protagonist, there was someone else in a very major scene of the story. Confused, Leon decided to investigate, but firstly take his lessons on how to organize a tea ceremony. Very important stuff, trust me. So, is this a harem? Well, from Leon's perspective, yes. While boys are supposed to impress ladies in this anime, resulting in what we know as a reverse harem, Leon, being the absolute Chad he is, makes a harem of his own as the story progresses. This anime, although being just like the traditional isekai ones, is completely different in ways of its own. There isn't any power of friendship, or we are the same, or stop fighting and let's be friends stuff here. Just Leon beating the absolutely hell out of anyone who challenges him, also being as arrogant as possible. Imagine bringing a shovel in a sword fight and beating 5 of the best mechas with an antique piece of art. This anime is definitely worth it as it has the isekai aspect, the harem aspect, and is filled with satisfaction and laughter. Number 3, In Another World with My Smartphone. Ever wished you could take your phone to a fantasy world? That's the reality for Toya Mochizuki. Toya gets reincarnated in a stunning new world with a single wish granted, to keep his smartphone. The coolest part? This world is filled with magic, sword-wielding warriors, and of course, gorgeous women. And Toya quickly finds himself surrounded by them, who are all also drawn to him. Now, Toya isn't actively trying to build a harem, but these girls become his close companions as he explores this exciting new world. Though romance isn't the main theme here, the fun comes from seeing Toya navigate his newfound popularity. This is a lighthearted adventure with a dash of harem fun, perfect for anyone who wants to escape to a world of magic, friendship, and a smartphone that can do practically anything. Number 2, Arifureta. Awakened with the weakest magic, Hajime Nagumo witnesses the horrifying truth. One of his classmates, blessed with immense power, plans to abandon him to a monster-infested labyrinth. In the suffocating depths of the abyss, Hajime clings to a single purpose: survival. His so-called pathetic skill becomes his new tool of vengeance. While exploring the dungeon, he encounters a mysterious vampire princess named Yue who becomes his loyal companion. He saves her by breaking her curse. Taking an interest in him, Yui and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from commonplace to the world's strongest. In this anime, Hajime is romantically interested in Yui, while literally every girl in his team is interested in him. The harem aspect is there, but it's secondary to the thrilling battles, dark themes of betrayal, and Hajime's relentless pursuit of vengeance. This is a good match for those with a taste in Isekai Harem anime, apart from the CGI in certain parts. Number 1, Overlord. From a gamer to an undead overlord, this anime covers the beautiful intense yet hilarious at moments story of Ains Al-Gaun, formerly known as Mamanga. After he realizes that he was now stuck in the Yggdrasil after the servers were shut down, he now decides to look for his friends, if there were any in the world of Yggdrasil. Overlord explores the boundaries between virtual and actual worlds as Mamanga navigates through this uncharted territory. Let's also not ignore the fact that he's too strong for his world. The anime has everything. Awesome story, yes. Funny moments, of course. Fan service, cool animations, obviously. What else does someone need? What about the harem, you ask? I'll just say one word: albedo. Overlord is a fun isekai anime with a unique premise. It's a lighthearted take on your typical power fantasy along with the isekai genre, focusing on the humor of a regular guy thrust into an extraordinary situation and all the social awkwardness that comes with it. Alright, we've reached the end of our harem journey. If you made it this far, you're a true champion. Let me know if you agree with my picks or if you think I'm totally off base. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want more anime nonsense. Peace out.